right, the data music died, right? Just today, but not all of it. So the data music died is the day the cause and effect is known for every song and every piece of sheet music and everything in of that, right? So everything out, and we look and book every piece of music that's been composed and broadcast to anywhere, right? Including the CD in Voyager that was gold, right? You can all that there. Stupid. Right, we never put that there. Right. So the gold pots at the end of the rainbow we know are not true now. So they're obviously not there. So you don't get them because they don't exist because the rainbow is a circle and we know that now, right? So our souls haven't got a sheet of gold in between us. So there's no gold in between my rainbow light and my shadow rainbow light, and the gold is gone, and all gold chips don't work because that was fool's gold. Okay, so no weight is that here. Gone. I don't want any gold. Right. So book that gold and who put that there. I don't want it. I never accepted any gold. I never accepted any gold. So that means all my light is coming off gold. And I balance out of accepting any gold in my light because that's a metal, and a metal is a form of human waste. So over the times, the consciousness forms seams of metal as the land grows, and you see underneath there's metal, like metals of seams of metal. In real life there is, right? Well, that's consciousness, water and stone making metal. That's old past shit, right? Shadows that have left and gone away and that have formed metal. So any gold nuggets, which was come from the osmosis into the rivers, have not been replicated, and you didn't split the gold atom to replicate gold and make fool's gold, because that would have changed the osmosis of gold in the natural atmosphere, and that would have caused a lot of stupid mining to get that back, and I think it has, to be honest. And so the true osmosis of that natural golden light, I think, is not what you think is gold. So can we know, please, wisdom and knowledge, what the true osmosis should be of the atmosphere with the true light of that, and no casting from Moses is in osmosis, and no cis is in osmosis, and no os is in osmosis. So that's already a problem, right? So we see the cause and effect of that, and I book that to death, that entanglement, right? And no that light that is true, that we don't, but you do, God. It's all back to what it should be, and you see conflicts between what it should be to what it is now, and those conflicts are disclosed to you, and you book that, and it's gone to death, and it's all true, and it comes to shore like that and crashes, everything falls out of the way, and it doesn't get over the line again, and let's hope that works, and people don't need to be silly about this golden light when it's got to be true before it's even real, okay? So let's make it true before we say that's real, all right? Because otherwise we're playing with something that is just feeding something that's wrong. And doing that is just giving it more power. So we never gave to false gold. And we never gave to gold metal because we don't give to gold metal because gold comes from the air. So the first deposit of gold is in the air, is in the weather, right? So that's true gold, okay? That's I think that's true, right? So that falls down in weights and into the rivers and collects to form a nugget, right? And that comes out and washes into the streams and all of that, right? That's how gold is made, okay? So the air has that, not the produce of what came from the air, because that's an after element, not a true start element. Because the true start element is what it was in the air before it became a solid metal, right? So that was probably consciousness airing it and washing it to the stream. So that was just consciousness. But then we didn't linger on that. So when we made metals from our waste of light and color, that we didn't need that, the metals never trapped us into the past, and we never stuck to metal, because that's a human waste, or that's a species waste, and we don't need to hold on to that. And so the metal is always the pre-metal it was before it was metal, because the earth was just a ball of water first, right? So the pre-metals are already in the water and the sea, and there's no metal of that, because before life started there wouldn't have been any metal in the in process, because there wouldn't have been anything to make it, because that's our soul light, right? So we take the bridges down to them collecting anything from that, and we make sure that we didn't linger on any metals, so that the metals are free from us, and we are free from the metals, and there's a clear detachment. So that we don't travel on metal, we travel with water, and we travel with the shadow sea, the shadow sky, the real sky, and the real sea. And it's true to all of that, right? And we are walking on the land in between that, right? So in that triangulation, it's true, right? The land we walk is true. The sky we see is true. The sea we see is true. The shadow sky is true. The shadow sea is true. The shadow where we walk is true. And there's no other of that. And that is true. So we get there, and we travel there, right? Right.